Hi there, welcome to Watcher of Realms. Today I want to show you why you should be using Lady Mina in Immortal Codex and why they are so underrated. First of all, let me just show you the hero build as for today. We do have a A1 and what that provides is during the ultimate increases Phantom, Dracula's attack range and reduces attack interval by 30%. That's all good. Now ideally, if you had it awakened free, besides the restoration of max HP, that her and someone else gains the highest attack on the field by 12% more damage to enemies inflicted with Blood Seagull. So that's good. And once again here, each attack increases Mina to 20%. So we don't have that today, but it doesn't matter. We've got Dawnbringer, the exclusive artifact. It's not even maxed out, but it does have attack speed added on, 39, which is very helpful. Soulbound Arcana, and as for this variant, in which the additional 5% won't apply because we don't have the immovable object, but we do get a little extra 5% though on the sideline, and 8.3k attack. I'll explain why it's so low in a second. 426 attack speed, 99% crit rate. Ideally, you want it 100. Of course, I could get that, but my gear and my luck and rolls are not lucky, unfortunately. A really high amount of crit damage, 441% and 66% rage regen, which is ideal. But the good thing is with her, I believe she can generate extra rage, as you see here with the basic attack. Extra rage for every 5 basic attacks, restoring 20. So if you increase the speed, her basic attack will regenerate quicker the rage. And as for her, upon casting her ultimate, she will gain attack equal to 50%, half of the current attack from 2 allied heroes with the highest attack. It says on the field, so you're not limited as in you have to deploy Mina next to 2 of the units. It's anywhere on the field, those with the highest attack. And because I've got, for example, Ingrid today with nearly 27k attack, half of that will be going to Mina. So Mina doesn't need to have raw high attack because she takes it or shares it from other people on the field. That's what's useful. And the one here, if you did obtain Count Dracula when casting the ultimate, Mina will gain 20% of the current crit damage from the 2 allied heroes with the highest attack on the field. So you can see where it's going. A mobilized state, slowing down the enemies, good for Immortal Codex. Good amount of AoE damage too, and as well the vulnerability. Just on the sideline, because we can compare it today with the stats, what you've seen by Mina, not too bad, right? But let's compare it to Ingrid in Cataclysm gear. Nearly 27k attack, over 500 attack speed, and 337% crit damage. Artifacts, Toe of Twilight with 30 speed on top of that. And yeah, that's pretty much it. The only other noticeable mention, because I think he might be the second with the most attack on the field, unless it's Silas. Maybe it is Silas. Here, at 17k attack. Right, low crit damage, of course. Akira, we're using Akira as well in the lineup. Okay attack, good speed, good crit damage. Probably needs to be awakened though for her to increase her true potential. But why is Mina so underrated? Well, we go to the trial challenge, specifically today, the Furious Torrent. We've got SSS rating. If we look at most popular heroes, at the very bottom, we've got Hex, Beelzebub, Valara, Hatsu, Rune Hollow, Sargak, Arachna, which won't be deployed, just for the Lord ability only. So Arachna, who can't even be used on the field, is more popular than Lady Mina that can be placed on the field. Who's going to be doing more damage? Lady Mina or Arachna, who can't even be deployed? Crazy. But it's only because if people don't have Lovar, they'll have to use someone else. I don't think that is Lovar, because that looks like a capital I, Ivar. I wonder if people have been pronouncing it wrong all this time. Dr. Van Helsing, Razak, of all people, Razak is more popular than Mina This is crazy, right? Lady Alexandra, to be expected. Silas, though, to be that high up, single target, Silas, that is crazy. As for Ivar, yeah, that makes sense because Lord ability to benefit everyone else. Kai, A5, good. Below that, not so much. Yori, are you crazy? Who is using Yori for this? Wow. Let me show you what happens when you use Lady Mina. Ingrid's the standout one there, but, not part of the Lord, so not going to get any boost. But let's see how much damage that can be done. I am probably going to put it on auto as for ults. I did try it before. We put Ingrid there in the middle lane because of her range, which really does reach across. We'll put Mina closest to the enemies where they get deployed. Nyx there. And then I like to just put the single targets here because it just targets the boss more so. And we'll put that clone there. Right. I've put it on auto just to get maximum damage. There's not really like phase where you've got to be careful. Not really. Just get it down enough. Ingrid's good because of the range and then that burst, as you see, is great. If you had like an Orin, the equivalent, as for the vulnerability and the true damage vulnerability, that would be perfect. But early days with that, Orin's the only one that can specifically do the true damage one. But, as for Nyx on the field, could do with improvements, of course, as for Akira, Awakening. Silas is only A2, he needs to be A3, I believe. Ivar, I haven't got him A1. Would be ideal to have him A2 just for the Piercer faction to get those boosting by 5% or so. We just watch the timer tick away, get all the damage in. Nice visuals as well, contrast from each character here on screen. Interestingly, it's auto switched for Ingrid. What is going on there? That's crazy. I don't know if that actually is a good idea or what. I mean, it's on auto. I wonder if it'll switch. Is it a smart switch where it detects it needs to change? Because it's not really doing much there at the moment. I will have to check that out. Not a deal breaker, though. I'm just interested. Will it auto change? Yeah, it does change. Fair enough. I'm glad it does. It is needed. So we're on S plus at the moment. We'll put the clone there. No, it really does too much. Now we could use Mina just to activate her ults quicker, even if it's not being used for the sake of Soulbound Arcana, where you got to do it. Was it like 10 times or something and it increased by 50%? But look at this. Look at Mina. It might be a bit messy. 1 million damage per enemy during her ult. That's how crazy it is. 1 million. You can get up to like 1.4 million, maybe 1.6. But right now, the main goal is, can we get SSS, as in when it's recorded on screen, just to show and prove to you why you should use Lady Mina. Look at that, ripping the enemies. There we go, SSS. Whatever happens now is what happens. We're probably going to die here, but that's normal. Okay, so on the right side, we actually survived partially. Surprising. Nobody's going to do anything, but we might as well just let the damage and whatnot tick away. She really doesn't do much damage. 2k damage. I mean, I'm probably need to build her out differently and awaken her. But look at that, SSS. Who do you think did the most damage? And the number wise? Let's take a look. The least popular hero, as in Lady Mina, stat-wise, oh, look at that, 188,000. I know people say 180, for example, million, but it's a K, and a K means 1,000, and M means a million. And when people say M, they say billion. I don't know what's going on with people there, but beside that, look at the damage report. Silas did nothing. And Silas is kitted out fairly well. Ivar, well, it's the Lord's Guild. Nyx, underwhelming. Ingrid, very low. Akira, very low. Yeah, would be higher if they were built out more. But look, Ingrid is A4 and only did that amount of damage. Mina is only A1, and look at what she did. It's because she is built for this type of material and content. Silas is not, and yet Silas is a very popular hero used, but no one's, or really not many people are using Lady Mina. That is crazy. Because of using Lady Mina as of today, it's made me go from the score of SS to SSS. So huge progress made. So if you've got Lady Mina laying about, do consider using her, especially if you want to push for the maximum rating score. With that being said, it'll be much appreciated if you hit the like button on the video and share the video as well so more people get to see this. Take care for now. I'll see you next time.